In a slowly decaying city, social class is determined by the amount of time you spend in a virtual world called the interface. Hi guys, my name is Emmanuel and I am a comic author. Welcome to Tales from the Interface Live, a show in which I share my screen and let you know what I'm doing these days, and all about my comic making process. If you have any question, please use the comment, use the chats, and I'll be glad to answer them. If you're watching this after the fact, still comment because I'll get back to you either in a future video or directly in the comments. Likes, shares, all that stuff. Subscribe to my channels. It's super appreciated. It helps a lot to get this content seen by more people. So I do appreciate when people do that. And that's it. So what is happening today? Well, this week is a major week for me. My third book will be launched on Kickstarter at the end of the week on Thursday. I think the volume is a little bit high. Let me lower that. I think now I'm just checking the volume. Seems a bit high. Hello. 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 I think that's better. Major news. My book is coming up. I'll be launching it this Thursday, and I will be having a live event at that time, and there is a event page that you can go to. Let me pull it up. So this is the event page. So if you're interested, please do register for the event, and I'll post the link here. It's also in the comment. So go to that page and subscribe to the event, because I will be it will be your best chance to grab one of the early bird package that includes original art for a very low price. So I'm pretty much giving those away for the first 20 people who back my book, because I know that these people will most likely be people who've been following me for a long time, and I do want to show that appreciation for that. So if you're available, Thursday at 9, I'll be going live, launching the campaign, and you'll get your best shot to get the book, and with a nice drawing and for a low price. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm sure it will be a lot of fun, and I hope to see you there. So if you do want to, if you cannot make it and you do want to make sure that you don't miss out on the campaign, there's actually a pre-launch Kickstarter page. So please go check it out and subscribe. It helps, again, to my stuff to be more seen if people register for it. So please do register if you can. It will help a lot. And you'll get notified as soon as the campaign launches. So, is that everything I wanted to say? I think so. So what am I doing these days? Well, the third book is actually completely, completely. I will never say completely, but it's pretty much done. I'm still having 2 people read it again, just to make sure that there's no errors in the copy. I still have a month to fix stuff. If I see something that bugs me too much, I might fix it. But the books, they're done. So what's left is really fix the copy. And then also there's a reward in the campaign like last time where you can actually be in the book. So that's pretty cool if you're interested in that. one person did it last time. It was fun to do. Basically, I take a photo of you and I include you in one of the crowd scenes on one of the page. So it's pretty fun to have yourself. I don't want to say immortalized, live forever inside the book. So yeah, if you're interested in that, it will be available. I will make it at 190 Canadian, and I think it's a fun thing to get if you're interested, and it will help me out a lot. What am I using that money for? I'm using it for printing, basically, and then pretty much that's it. I'm having a very low starting point for these books. It just helps, to have a basic lump sum to pay for printing, and it doesn't even cover entirely what I'm planning to do. I'm gonna spend some money as well, but it will help a lot. If I can go over my budget, then it's even better. I'll be able to completely pay for the printing, and of course, the more book I print, the cheaper they become. So we'll see what happens. I planned up a lot of stretch rewards, not all of them, but if I can get the price of the books down, probably I can do some things like varnish or stuff like that. That's what I'm starting to think about, if it works. If it doesn't, well, we'll see what happens. So what am I going to do this week? I mean, the book is finished. I could start on the next book. I don't really want to do that right now. Not in front of the camera. I don't want to confuse people, and people from the campaign might come here and wonder what it is, and if I just show a rough sketch, it might not be very interesting. So I'm really puzzled on what I'm going to do. But today I just thought I'd relax a little bit and just draw freehand and think about something weird I can draw for you guys. So what am I gonna draw? I'm thinking there's a future project I'm gonna do, which won't be for another 4 years at least, but kind of like in space kind of thing. So maybe I can draw kind of a weird mutant astronaut or something. So let's see if I can do that. Big welcome to the subscriber list. If you can see, Jean-Philippe and H.O.T, both are friends, longtime friends. I don't know why Jean-Philippe never saw my page before, but it seems like he just discovered it. And it goes to show you. But yeah, so both are longtime friends. They're both from college. One is a really cool artist. He makes comics. Shares his comics on Instagram. It's kind of like a city life kind of comics. Really cool. He's a very smart, gifted guy. So check out H.O.T comics on Instagram. And then Jean-Philippe, well, he's an old friend. He's a graphic designer like I am, trained graphic designer who went into web. Kind of weird phase going on here. Kind of turning into a weird zombie astronaut. I guess why not? One of the things I want to do for this future comic is maybe draw more technology, and it's gonna happen in space. So I need some tech, and I don't think I'm very good at it now, but I do like it, so I need to do more studies of technological things. I've been willing to get a book to get my perspective skills even better. especially on machine. I have a good idea where I'm going, but still, I lack practice, I think, more than anything. I should be drawing a car or something. You know what? I'm just gonna reduce this guy. He's gonna be the pilot of something, I think. We'll see. Probably shouldn't have drawn just yet. Anyway, let's have another layer. And let's think about trying to draw a weird machine. And I kind of forget the this guy, but he was talking about perspective grid and how they curve with different lenses, like called the fisheye effect. And it was all very technical, and I'm trying to remember what he said. But basically, when something is facing you, it should be square and then slowly become less square, right? I don't know, I'm trying stuff here. I'm really random. Okay, let me just open up my Facebook here because I'm using my personal profile to share on Facebook because they want me to pay to share on my page, of course. All right. This guy is not doing well here. And you know what? I'll start over. These starts are often very, I should have started drawing before I start this live, because often starting a drawing is not super easy. I kind of wanted to, especially since I'm not super good at ships and planes and stuff like that. Even though I have a huge, pretty huge toy collection, I just never seem to be happy with what I get to with ships and stuff. Oh, I just drew Voyager. Okay. I'll just draw some kind of car. You know, when I was a kid, one thing I loved to draw were Bigfoots. I don't know if you like those as a kid, but I quite enjoyed them. It was kind of one of the inspiration for my next story that I want to work on. It's kind of Bigfoots in space kind of thing. Not sure where it's going, but and engines coming out, of course. I'm just going freehand here, and then I'll probably check out the grid afterwards. Let me open up a pickup picture. So I'll try to make it more sci-fi after. All It should be okay. Wheel more here. As I said, no, cars are not my easiest thing to draw. I try though, I try. I've been trying to get into it, but I get depressed because I think they suck. It's much easier to, I guess, to hide the issues when you're doing an organic shape. Okay, so kind of weird engine thing like this, you know, and you know, you might like get on my case because it makes no sense, but I really don't care. To me, I just like I just want the style. I don't care about the functionality too much. Okay, so something like that. Okay, that's kind of good. And then it's not a very dynamic viewpoint though. I mean, I think that's why I'm not happy with what I end up with, because I feel I'm always like using the same kind of angles and stuff, so I can try to check out the perspective grid after. The grid point would be quite high for this. I can make myself a little grid and try to follow it, but the problem with clip paint is, well, I don't think it has a curved perspective ruler. And you know what? It's been a while since I actually did one, since it was more in the crafting of the. You did. Oh yeah, it was like that. Add. There, mask, ruler, frame. Create a perspective ruler, and then you can make a 2 points or 3 points. And it's gonna be a non-curved perspective. Which I guess it's fine for now. So let's say make it 2 points. I'll need my horizon line really high if I want to make something that even looks like that. The cars look kind of better from the top up, right? It's kind of easier to draw like this. So you want to make the side, and then let's see. And you know what? I wasn't too far off. Yeah. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, I'll just clean it up a little bit. So take some red. Oh, the roof was completely off though. So you start with cubic shapes. Of course, the windshield is not a cube, but probably want a shorter window. And something I use a lot to find my point is a cross. Probably want a shorter cab, like something like more like even here. Watched a lot of videos of toys, vehicles like from G.I. Joe and Mask, because they really had those really funky designs that I love. That's my trick. So make a cross and then you'll find your center point and it connects all the way to the back. And looking at this, I feel like the width is wrong. I'm gonna add some width. It looks a bit too much wrong, like this. Let's see. Kind of eyeing it, if you haven't guessed by now. And of course that means that my center point is completely wrong. Erase that, erase this. Okay. And you can always create a new layer when you're happier with your result and clean it up. So of course the cab is angle, so what I do in this case is I draw where it ends and when it begins, and then I can draw a line like this. So it should be like this. Then this would connect here. Yes. Here's my curved. Let me look at more pickups. Just a small angle. Feels good to draw something else. I've been stressing up so much for the campaign. Just relax a bit. Still a lot of work to do. I want to work on the, I need to work on the marketing aspect of it. I need to make some emails, some press releases, stuff like that. Never something I look forward to. Okay, I'll just create a new layer to clean it up a little bit. So let me get my blue. I have to end up blue and yep. Let's clean up a bit. Basic shape of my truck. And like this. Basic shape. Door. I'm just looking at pictures on my other screen here. I haven't drawn enough to know by heart what they look like. Shame on me. Oh, window, handle. That's about that. So the light kind of curves around the side. Then you have this. So one thing is that the hood actually is not entirely straight, so that makes a difference for sure. Just lower it a bit. Not sure how to calculate it for the middle here. No. I can make a guess. Gonna have a placeholder engine for the moment. I know I'm gonna work more on it. So for the front, I kind of want a little bit of the hood that will go into the front, kind of like that. And then I can finalize these details. Again, I'm looking at the pictures to see kind of what how the hood connects. So it's kind of like this. Okay, so this is the back, more like this. To follow the line I had here. Something like that. Some big ass headlights. So I started spamming my friends on Facebook. I hope they don't hate me yet. I just haven't really figured out a way to to share my campaign without annoying a few people. Nobody said anything. I might just be thinking that, but I wish I could do it some other way. I think the cab is too big. The engine. More like this, probably. Okay, so I need to create a hole for the wheel. And I want big wheels, so just looking at how this is laid out, I can make it at least like that. If not, I'll move everything up a bit. You see my wheels were completely off from my hand drawing here. That's why I need more practice, and you're here to witness my trials and errors. I don't know if I should do this online. People will say, why I should buy this guy's book? He doesn't even know how to draw. Oh boy. Okay. Well, this connects to the this is a little bit trickier to know where this ends. Probably like this. Aha. Okay, there you go. Actually, it's not like this. It's a bit inside. Okay. And you know what I could do, and I haven't done a lot, is kind of keep this as a template and then make variations on it, like trying to make different kind of space Bigfoots and see what that would look like. It's already 11:10, so I don't think I'm gonna do a lot of that today, but you know, I have my base. I can try to play around with that after. Okay, so for the wheels, let me remove that. I'll use another layer. I'll go with red. Yeah, so that's tricky. So I'm gonna draw something that goes on the ground like this. I'm gonna draw where it ends up on the ground. The video I saw, it's was an artist. Why it should connect. Sometimes it doesn't exactly connect because my lines are not perfect, but I think it's good enough. So he started with the wheels first, and I guess it makes a lot of sense. But as I said, I'm still learning how to draw these kind of big things. So and Clip Paint has these guys actually. Let me see if I can take them out. Maybe after. I want to do it by hand first. Okay, so I have some wheels like this. I think the guy's name is I keep telling about it and not telling his name. I think it's Scott Robertson, but he has a book out, and I put it in my my list to buy. Very interesting. Was showing how to calculate the angle of the wheels, and I need to watch that again because it screwed up my mind just watching it. So this is the wheel that would be kind of completely under, which makes sense, I guess, for a Bigfoot. Kind of want this, and then okay, let me lower opacity and try it again. That makes sense. Be my wheels. And once I did one, I can do the other. Oh, I think, if I remember correctly, because I don't do that often enough. So there you go. Yeah, my book is mostly happening with people. I don't have much. But actually, there's a sequence that I haven't fully fleshed out yet in my next book, and I could make cars inside. That might be an idea. Kind of a practice. Give me a challenge. I'm gonna hate myself, but it's probably a good idea. Okay, so I have these two blocks. And the way I do this is pretty much eyeing it, if it makes sense. Okay, so how to calculate the where the other wheel should be. Let me figure it out. I had a trick for that. I haven't done it in a while. Just lower this. So my wheel is here. If I have a center here. This is a center line. So this is the middle of where it would be. I have my middle. So how did this go again? I need to find the middle of this. Take a line through it, and then if I poke, it should be it. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so new layer. I know it's on the line somewhere here. I know I have a middle. If I draw this here, I can find the middle of this, right? So middle of this is here. So this is the middle of both. Now I need to find the middle of this line here. So I make a cross like this. And now this is the middle. There you go. And then I take my corner and I go through the middle and connect to the other side. And I know that this is my wheel. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but that's pretty much the logic of it. All right, so this is my front. I can maybe just the front now. I know that this is my front. I know this is middle, my front wheel over here. Okay, I don't need this. I can keep that for now. Just clean up this. So my two wheel will be on this axis here. And I can calculate this back wheel with this front wheel actually with in the same way. Let me see. So if I do this, how did it go again? I want the same, so you see how much more this is the center point of this. You see actually how stretched this drawing is. This is center point. So if I want to find I just do this, see? And I know my wheel should be like that. It's a lot of crosses, right? But it's a way to do it without calculation. And when I can find these kind of ways, I'm always happy. Although it's not necessarily the most efficient way of doing it. So that tells me that my actually my frame was not quite correct, but I can fix that. I could also move the wheel a bit forward, which it's probably a good idea. Or I can make two wheels. Okay, I'll just move it forward a little bit. This is to space them out evenly, so. Yeah. So if I just, make it a bit shorter, like this probably. Say my wheel is gonna end here, and then I make my cross here instead. I can know my center point is here. Boop. And then my wheel is more forward. And I think it makes more sense. So that's clean. And let me just redo this better. So back wheel. Front wheel. The other wheel is completely hidden. So I think they should probably be thicker, the wheels. So let me see about that. I think that would be better. Okay. Okay, so the way let me see. Add shapes here somewhere. It's not some functionality I use often if you didn't guess it yet. Not these. We're almost over. Did start a bit late. Pretty much figure, right? Yeah, that's it. Okay. So ellipse, and then the way that clip paint work, it's gonna follow my perspective grids as well. So as you can see, it kind of. But one thing that Photoshop is better is that it will Photoshop, you can like move the like once you start doing an ellipse like that, you can move it by pressing space. And done. Okay. Clip paint is not so forgiving. So. As you can see, you can draw like shapes pretty easily. Yes, that's what I want. And I could draw that like a freehand, but why not? Okay, we need the dummy on the wrong layer. Just maybe just make myself a line to know I'm on the right spot. Okay, so now that this is done, I can lower this and should connect fairly well. Yeah, I don't know if they're good or not. In theory, should be fairly okay. Try to add some inner wheels now. They're too big. Yeah, it doesn't look quite aligned, but I think I can fix that in the drawing. Seems like when I look at this, like a bit too front, maybe. You know, it's merging. I think the difficulty is often like merging the technical aspect of drawing and with the artistic aspect. So you want to keep the energy, but you also want to be correct, believable, not correct but believable. And it's pretty obvious, as you can see, that my wheels are way too long, way too large. So there's two wheels in one here. I just want to see how it looks. It's funny, like when things go off to the distance, often you'll find, oh yeah, okay, I was off, because you see it from another perspective. I can try to make it a bit shorter. There's no way to move this to have a different point. That's why it bugs me. Maybe there's a way and I just don't know, but like if I could have I should just move that point somewhere else. So I want to cut my wheels in half, at least 3/4 of it. You kind of need you saw where I started my circle. You need a starting point to know to place the ellipse at the right spot. And if you can't move that once you already started, it's really hard to put it in the right place. So that's what Photoshop, you press space and then you can move around these kind of shapes. So that's what I was trying to to tell you. Okay, so I think it makes a lot more sense like this. Yeah, so let me see if I just try to make the other wheels now. Can project this. Okay, so from the center point, my drawing. Purple rain, purple rain. I'm gonna have to finish this very soon. I'm over time. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate hearing from you. So leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I get it. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. You can follow me on all sorts of social medias. I'm pretty much everywhere. And of course, the big thing this week, my book is coming out. So please, please, please go check it out. I get it. It's a hard time for a lot of people now. I'm not expecting you to get anything. But if you can check it out and maybe tell your friend about it if you can't at the moment. I would really help out a lot. And yeah, so the links are in the description. And if you have any question, do feel free to contact me, and I'll be glad to answer any question you might have on the campaign. It's my third book. It's 2 years of work, and I love doing it, and I hope I can continue doing it for a while. But yeah, so I challenged a little thing this morning. I tried to do something a little bit different. I don't do it enough. That's why I struggle so much to do it. But it's kind of fun. It's as I said, when I was a kid, I drew a lot of Bigfoots, but I always draw them from the profile, and they weren't like that great. But I had fun doing it. And for I'm working on the script for a book that's gonna come out in probably not before 4 to 6 years. So I'm thinking about it because I had a lot of fun as a kid with Bigfoots, and I'm trying to recapture some of that fun in that story. And I don't know what it's gonna be like. I think as I write the story, I'm gonna find the the groove, the connecting factor. I wanted space, I want Bigfoots, I want one kind of thugs and bikers, mutants, all good stuff. Shouldn't the center point be like this? All right. It's hard to stop when you start these kind of thing. You want to get it, see it done, but I really can't. I need to leave now. Yeah. All right. Starting to look nice. Yeah. Here is my quick Bigfoot for you. I hope you liked it. I just tried some stuff. I don't get it often, a chance to do some practice. I kind of want to continue doing it, as I was saying. Probably try a different variation of it once I have the core structure there. I can try to, you know, add some different details, make it like post-apocalyptic or something like that. That's always fun. Or make it spacey, make it all kinds of stuff. Maybe I can make a variation on a team here that might be fun to explore. Yeah, so again, you know, I'm gonna be a bit annoying with this because it's a really big deal for me. But my book is coming out on April 1st on Kickstarter. Please do check it out. Ask any question you might have. It's a big work. It's 2 years of my life and then I'm putting out here. So thank you for checking it out. I will message everyone on Facebook. I know. I hope you don't mind, but that's how I can, you know, get the word out. So, thank you for coming in again, and I'll see you. I see you around the interface. Go check my book. Bye bye.